Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I am hoping you are doing well wherever you are. Now, it is not well for Samia because after the sham election that saw, get power or gain power or swear herself in without following proper channels, with actually jailing the opposition and, of course, causing harm and mayhem to the demonstrators. Now the matter has taken another twist because the U.S. Senator Shaheen is saying this. The U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee has called for a review of U.S.-Tanzania relations following reports of widespread violence and election fraud during Tanzania's disputed polls. Now, like I said in my previous videos, that this matter is not going to end just because Samia Suluhu has taken office. The matter will continue, and the world has vowed not to recognize her as the president of Tanzania, because the way she won election is actually questionable. And any normal person will just say that this election was rigged, and there's nothing like winning election. And remember, I even shared sometimes back about Trump saying that allow Tanzanians to make their choices independently, or we will be forced to step in and restore order. Yes, this is the work of superpowers. When they see a country, doing things to its citizens without considering like the rights of human beings, without destroying democracy. Like Samia Suluhu has destroyed democracy of Tanzania. What she has done is actually possible in a movie, because the world is shocked. How can you jail your opponent then declare?
Serikali ya Tanzania ikome mara moja kutumia vikosi vya usalama kunyamazisha, kugandamiza na kuwaua Watanzania. Ya tatu, tunasema kwamba lazima kuwe na uchunguzi wa wazi kwa yale maovu yaliyotendwa pamoja na mauaji na mengineo.
There have been deaths, abductions. Restore constitutional order in your countries and respect the human rights of your people.
Immediate restoration of internet access and all communication channels to allow citizens, journalists, and human rights defenders to freely share information. 2. Immediate cessation of violence by Tanzanian security forces against unarmed civilians.
Who have you won against? Because you see, in any election, when you become a winner, you must tell people, I defeated so and so. Who did Samia defeat?
We have to stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV.
I mean, it is shameful. As in, she can't even call herself a winner because she competed against herself. And she claims that she got over 30 million votes. Yet, the people who went to the polling stations were less than 10% because people were busy demonstrating. Where did she get this 30 million? Of course, I'm not shocked where this number came from, because if you have videos like this, check.
Kijana, vipi? Washamaliza kubumba bumba? Sasa sisi tumefanya hivi alafu anatuambia tusiweke hivi hapa.
Kwani kama mtu ametoka kwa nani kaambia fanyeni hivyo?
Kisa kucha siza.
Yes, these are officials who are caught red-handed marking not exam, sorry. You see, when I say marking, what I think about this exam, because I'm shocked, even ballot papers are being marked. Samia Suluhu had officials mark, tip for her, vote for her. Just imagine, the whole country was just voting for her. So imagine you vote for yourself, then you jail the opponents, then you unleash terror on the demonstrators, leading to hundreds of deaths. I mean, do you think Samia Suluhu will actually, rule Tanzania in peace for 5 years? I doubt that, because she has lost legitimacy. And now we are seeing activists urging the world not to recognize Samia Suluhu as the president, because there's no way. She has not won any elections. She's in office illegally. That's why you see she even ran and took oath in a private ceremony. Just imagine a president. She's the first president who was taken off in a private ceremony, yeah, in barracks, because she's afraid that she can't do it in public. She can't do it in a stadium like other presidents. She's doing it in barracks because she knows that in barracks, no demonstrators can storm there, because you can't just go and storm a place where military is. You will be shocked. That's the reality. So she went there to hide. She went there for safety. And the people who attended were only invites. Huh? You could only go there when you're invited. That's why you saw even Kenya's deputy president, Kithure Kindiki, was the only person who went there. And Ruto was afraid to go there because it was shame. He could not go there, yeah, because he knew that the moment he went there, people would have seen him as a dictator too. So he had to send his deputy to pretend that he himself can't go there. But the point is that this election won't just go in vain, because America is stepping in and America is issuing sanctions. America is stopping tourists to go to Tanzania. So the economy of Tanzania will deteriorate. Yes, the economy will go down and people will lose jobs. Yes, that's how it is, because when investors are afraid of coming to a country, when tourists can't come to a country, where will you get the money? Yes, where will you get the tax? Yeah, so you see what Samia Suluhu has done. She has just destroyed the economy of Tanzania, because when superpowers begin fighting you, you lose even foreign aid. So she has destroyed the country, and I think the people of Tanzania will have to feel the effect for the next 5 years, which is so painful. So, and I think the best thing Samia Suluhu should have done, she should have just accepted competition. She should have just order the release of Tundu, who is in jail, who is our main opponent, and of course she jailed 7 months ago. She jailed him. Sorry, that man has been in jail for like 7 months. Huh? So just imagine jailing someone for almost a year, all because you don't want to face that person in a competition. I mean, this is being evil. This is being evil, and you are leveling charges. Yeah, you are leveling treason charges, so that that person can be scared and can't even run for presidency. And that is what happened in Tanzania. So that's what I'm saying. America can't, just stay silent. America has to chip in, and America has decided to actually punish Samia Suluhu. Yes, America has decided to cushion Samia Suluhu about the hundreds of deaths, and America has decided to cut ties with Tanzania, which is so painful, because now the over 50 million will suffer all because of one person who has refused to do an election in a free and fair field. So you see now this matter is taking another twist. And Samia Suluhu, yet she might rule, but she will be legitimate. She won't even be able to go and attend some powerful meetings like UN meetings, AU meetings. She won't even be able to ask for loans from America and other countries, because they see her as someone who just got herself into office without following proper channels. And that's what's happening now. So I'm saying, and to other people, I think they should just be calm, of course, because violence is not okay, because people are getting killed. But again, they should ask for justice. They should pursue justice, and they should know that once a president becomes rogue, the whole country suffers. And we have seen this in other countries. Countries like, for example, Zimbabwe. Yes, when Mugabe was the president, Mugabe also had issues in Zimbabwe, to a point whereby America could not work with Zimbabwe. Yes, even Uganda. There's something happening. Huh? Yeah, countries that are led by dictators, the citizens are the ones who suffer. That's why you see people are hungry, demonstrating, demanding the president of their choice. But now, once a dictator has been sworn in, it is becoming so catastrophic, because how will you remove that person from that seat? Now, guys, tell me, do you think America will help Tanzania people to actually, stop Samia Suluhu? Do you think America will ask Suluhu to go for a fresh election? Because to me, the solution is another election should be conducted. Yes, a free and fair one. And both scientific participants should be allowed. Tundulisu should be there, and anyone who feels that he or she can, campaign and become the president should be allowed to actually be in the election. And then the winner should be made the president. But jailing people, to me, is a no-go zone. Thank you guys. Subscribe and tell me what you think. And of course, I'll meet you in my next video. Stay posted and subscribe. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.